Welcome to Aperture, an industry view from the optics of the Computer Vision Safety and Security Global Industries team. Today's Aperture topic is Computer Vision Restoration 201, a deeper dive. This is Virtual Jeff, introducing Prohawk Technology Group CEO Bob Brown and CTO Brian Olson.
Thank you, Jeff. We're going to talk today about the industries and market applications that Prohawk Vision, a computer vision restoration solution, provides. First, let's talk a little bit about the Prohawk and Dell product lines that are used to support this patented automated environmental restoration algorithms. And the idea is to improve the quality of real-world environmental videos. These improvements enable superior AI with earlier detections, more detections at higher confidence levels without the need to retrain your existing AI models. Prohawk products are driven by 5 patented industry-leading computer vision restoration algorithms. And what Prohawk Vision does is it dramatically enriches the quality of live camera streams, video management system streams, and recorded video with latency as low as 2 milliseconds that's undetectable to the human eye. Prohawk Vision's algorithms reveal each individual pixel's true representation based on the light reflection and refraction of particulates, automatically producing live video that's intelligible for humans as well as for computers and AI. Prohawk Vision and Prohawk Vision Server and the DeepStream plugin are powered by Dell workstations and servers, leveraging NVIDIA frameworks and parallel processing GPUs to take poor, noisy, obscured, and unclear video and automatically turn them into sharp, clear, visible video with intricate details. Through our partnerships with NVIDIA and Dell Technologies, we have identified 8 major industries that can take advantage of the benefits that we can provide to them. These industries include critical infrastructures, energy, transportation, healthcare, manufacturing, finance, agriculture, and retail. Each of these industries has several AI applications that can benefit from Prohawk Vision's computer vision restoration capabilities. Let's look at the various applications that can benefit the most, because there's a lot of them. In the middle, we see AI and a variety of typical examples we may find in any of our targeted industries and applications that we're going to service. The first major applications fall into the safety and security market. In this market, we have applications in hospitals, airports, stadiums, educational institutions, and smart cities. Those are some excellent examples. In the healthcare field, applications such as medical devices and instruments, drug discovery, medical imaging, and smart hospitals are critical emerging AI applications that increase operational efficiency, reduce surgical times and errors, results in saving more lives. Applications in the sustainability market include measuring and monitoring water levels, flood monitoring, park environments, and vegetation. All of these applications require good visual information and detailed information for the AI system to function at the levels that we expect them to and have them operate at optimal levels. In the operational efficiency market, applications such as attention to detail are critical for manufacturing defect detection and analysis. Prohawk's patented computer vision restoration capabilities were designed to bring intricate details out of not just poor, but also good and compromised imagery. Several applications in the revenue generation market can gain benefits as well. Airports and urban demographics can benefit from crowdsourced information, including intelligent advertising kiosks. And finally, personal customer visitor experiences, including curb to gate, and doing things like identification of the customer, of the vehicle, the license plate, the make, model, the time, notify retail workers of the arriving customer, and optimize the customer's engagement and experience. The main problem that Prohawk resolves for our customers are poor visibility, real-world environmental conditions. There's hundreds of video analytics companies focused on training AI to interpret video, to drive vehicles, deliver security, empower robotics, and better understand the world around us. The problem is poor visibility creates poor imagery. So we're going to discuss the target market applications for the Prohawk Vision product line, provide some real world examples of typical challenging environments, and then we're going to discuss each market's application, the value proposition, and the benefits. The critical infrastructure industry has 16 sectors that can utilize Prohawk in a mission critical way. Prohawk's initial customers and deployments were in the energy sector. Monitoring nuclear power plants where security has to be 100% rock solid. Folks may recall many, many years ago, there was a little nuclear catastrophe on the northern coastline of Japan. This project led to the creation and the development of Prohawk's patented computer vision restoration algorithms. The requirements included being able to see at night through dense fog, heavy snow, haze, steam, smoke. Over time, we've extended our capabilities to meet the demands of a variety of critical infrastructure sectors. A few of the more prominent ones that benefit from Prohawk Vision that we've had experience in are government facilities, transportation systems, critical manufacturing, energy, healthcare, and where we started, nuclear reactors. Brian, do you want to talk about safety and security for us?
Absolutely. So, given what Bob just explained, there are a wide variety of problems in the safety and security markets that are problematic for our customers, especially when you consider that many security operations centers still rely on human operators to monitor the live video feeds. And unfortunately, many studies have proven that after about 30 minutes or so, video fatigue will begin to set in on those human operators. When we have multiple video streams, as in dozens, hundreds, or thousands of video streams to monitor, we must rely on analytics to bring attention to the operator for a given video stream. The reality is that live video is affected by various common and typical environmental problems. Simply moving through a 24-hour data cycle, an outdoor camera will be faced with many challenges across a variety of conditions, such as night, sun glare at morning, sun glare at high noon or at sunset, weather conditions that are arbitrary, and particulates that obstruct, absorb, and scatter the light. This results in AI systems or humans not being able to react to what cannot be seen. So poor video leads to bad analysis, either by the AI systems or the human operator. The results of this are that security breaches are missed, alarms don't get sounded, geofences get silently penetrated, and false positives alarms can become quite costly. Night and low light videos lose a lot of details, and in certain applications, these videos will suffer from ghosting or ringing or blurring of the videos at night. Let's go through a few examples of Prohawk Vision's automated restoration in darkness. The first example is a low light security problem. And as you can see, the difference on the left and the right, and the detection confidence, the system is picking up the person. On the right with Prohawk, whereas on the left, it really sees nothing but darkness. The second example is a park safety monitor application. And again, there's a radical difference between the video on the left and the Prohawk video on the right. With the number of detections being triggered, there is simply no comparison. You will see that the two individuals begin to interact in a concerning manner towards the end. In the last example, this is a nighttime monitoring situation in a park. Once again, on the original camera video on the left, we can't see a whole lot. But on the right, we have Prohawk's automated restoration algorithms, and we can see the system detecting the person. So in this first loss prevention example, we measured the performance of the system using standard off-the-shelf YOLO 3, YOLO 4, and then we added in Prohawk to both of those. The major takeaways to notice are that the number of detections that Prohawk enabled increased by 500% more than without Prohawk for YOLO 3 and 50% more for YOLO 4. Another major observation is the first frame of detection. Prohawk detects the person almost 10 times faster than without Prohawk. And in the second park safety example, not only did Prohawk detect 10 times more detections than YOLO 3 without Prohawk, and 3 times more for YOLO 4 without Prohawk. But once again, it comes down to the first frame of detection. Much earlier in the process and with considerably higher confidence, 15 to 20% higher confidence scores for detection.
Thank you, Brian. There are numerous benefits to safety and security customers. Real world environments can be fixed and corrected. A faster first frame of detection can identify any intrusion anywhere at any time. Higher confidence scores on detection assist in identifying problematic activities. All of this with Prohawk can be achieved with better accuracy without the need to retrain your existing AI models and systems. Prohawk can reduce the costs associated with false positive security alerts. Many of our customers benefit from reducing or eliminating the exterior lighting and IR illuminators. Certain customers of Prohawk, their applications require that they don't bring attention to the fact that they are securing a certain location. And the idea of not having perimeter lighting and illuminators is an absolute requirement for these critical deployments. Our customers also benefit from extending the life of their existing cameras, prolonging costly upgrades in some cases, in many cases where environments are hostile for cameras. An example is ants penetrating the housing of the camera, shorting the circuitry. That, of course, is not going to be covered by the camera manufacturer's warranty. One of our users had 8 $5,000 flare thermal cameras that would get toasted about every 6 to 9 months by ants. They were able to deploy less expensive cameras and sensors by leveraging Prohawk in the operations center. Rather than having $5,000 sensors going down constantly, they were able to achieve a better result with Prohawk using $400 cameras. That's a saving of $4,500 for every camera every time it goes out. Given that there are 8 of them, that's $36,000 every 6 to 9 months they were having to spend just to keep the cameras up. And that's just one of their remote energy stations. And there were dozens of them. So the numbers begin to add up really rather quickly, and it can get quite costly very fast.
So, smart cities or digital cities are challenged with rising urban center growth rates that are projected somewhere in the 55 to 70% range over the next 25 years. We can expect to see an increase in the utilization of technologies to assist in managing and addressing this urban center growth. Safety, traffic, pollution, commerce impacts, and cultural changes will create problems for city leaders that they must address. Community leaders will be looking towards automated AI technologies and systems to address these challenges. Many of these challenges will be faced with real world environmental conditions, as many cameras will be positioned outside and exposed to the constantly changing environment. Let's look at some examples of how Prohawk Vision resolves these kinds of issues. Here, an example of car headlights create a great glare. Notice the lack of details on the left, while on the right we can still see a tremendous number of details, including license plates. Next example is an intermediate light problem. As the camera zooms in, we can clearly see the Japanese license plates on the BMW station wagon. Next example is a sun glare problem, where you can't see details on the left due to the silhouetting, whereas on the right, we can see much more detail. Finally, this last example is an example of a backlight problem. Again, lots of overexposure on the left, and on the right, we can actually see the person standing in the back of the skate park, and also the details of the people approaching it on the railing.
Thank you, Brian. Those are some great examples. As we can see, smart cities will require things like rock solid access control. Since traffic will be a major challenge, enabling accurate traffic pattern analysis and intelligent traffic systems will be crucial. Seeing all problematic activities will be necessary, but you also have to think in terms of the ability to respond to emergency concerns. Statistically, most pedestrian accidents occur at nighttime in low light conditions. As we continue to see on the news every day, loss prevention is critical for sustainable economic growth. Many cities rely on tourism dollars, right, for their economy. And the first impressions are when a traveler flies into their local airport. The experience, the safety, the efficiency are all required for travelers to have an extraordinary experience. Cities will look to reduce their maintenance costs and upgrade to their existing smart city infrastructures, prolonging the life of their already deployed systems and cameras. Accurate AI alarms are essential since false positives can be quite costly and time consuming. And then finally, being able to reduce the need for energy to power lights and illuminators will become more prevalent as we see energy costs continue to rise and soar.
Now let's look at problems of that poor visibility imposes on human operators and AI systems. Humans and computers can't react to what they can't see. For humans, we rely on critical details and images in order to facilitate the appropriate response. Computers and AI come into play because there is simply too much video to be monitored by human operators. We must rely on computers to be the first line of defense and inform us via alerts as humans to take action about these events. Bottom line is that bad video leads to not just bad training, but also bad analysis for both the humans and the computers. Objects aren't identified, tracked, or detected. The accuracy for both humans and AI is compromised results. Security breaches are missed, alarms are not sounded, and false positives can get expensive very quickly. The final topic to discuss today surrounds weather and how it impacts the quality of videos and AI processing. There are several impacts that weather has captured on making video unusable. In a sense, weather is a form of particulates, and atmospheric particles can have significant size and distribution. Suspension of fog, rain, or snow causes absorption, blocking, and scattering of light. This results in degraded scene visibility, lower contrast, and loss of details. Weather, as an atmospheric phenomenon, creates poor visibility that often causes failures in computer vision and AI applications. It may also result in poor decision making.
Thank you, Brian. Prohawk vision can make a big difference on the level of operation for almost any AI system, particularly the metrics on small objects and the details the system brings out in the imagery. Those details will clearly lead to better facial and license plate recognition, which are crucial for rock-solid access control. The higher confidence of detections and tracking is used to fortify geofences and perimeter boundaries. The fine details that are exposed enable systems to detect small objects and unique identifiers. In many applications, our customers require a rapid, very fast first frame of detection in order to power their time critical event detections, motion estimation for intrusion detection, as an example. The ability to reduce false positive alarms eliminates the costly expense of deploying responding personnel. So if there are requirements in your AI system to provide high accuracy with reduced error rates, then Prohawk Vision should be considered as a crucial component in your AI stack.
Prohawk Vision is built on a series of patented and patent pending video processing algorithms that consider light, particulates, reflection, and refraction. Our first patent provides the basis for high performance parallel processing for our algorithms, which enables the system to process video faster than the human eye can detect and faster than an AI system can accept a frame of data. This eliminates the issues of frames being dropped or skipped due to excessive latency in the system. Our next patent brings the intricate details out of the imagery, the edges, outlines, and this enables small object identification, as well as detection and tracking. The third patent adjusts pixels in a low contrast video to bring natural colors back to the imagery. And our fourth patent accommodates the motion of objects and particulates in a frame that results in controlling the residual effect of moving objects and moving cameras, such as ringing, blurring, or ghosting artifacts. The final patent pending is our automatic computer vision restoration that uses its own intelligent capabilities to dynamically adjust pixels based on the characteristics that it extracts from the video. This maximizes the performance of both human eyesight and AI systems without the need for human intervention.
Thank you, Jeff. Contact our partners at Dell Global Industries, Computer Vision and Public Edge team for more information, and they'll be happy to help you out.
Thanks for watching. This is Virtual Jeff reminding you to engage your computer vision, safety, and security team for workload and application sizing and design.